All right, Coach, week of training, but let's quickly look back 2 weeks ago, the San Diego invite where you guys beat San Diego State and New Mexico. What'd you see out of that meet?
Well, I saw a very confident Pac-12 team. These kids have been working hard to be a part of this league and to represent this league as best they can, and I thought they did a great job. I mean, San Diego State, traditionally one of the strongest mid-majors, and we swam pretty well against them. We showed that we are absolutely in a different league, and that's pretty cool because that's been one of our goals. Obviously, it's we're swimming in the best conference in the world, and we're a part of it, and we're proud to be a part of it, and we perform it as if we are.
You got a big challenge this week out at the Ohio State Invitational this weekend, a 3-day meet, and you're facing some big name programs. Talk about what's the Cougars' approach this week going into a big invite.
Well, we're thankful to be invited to this. This is Ohio State invite. Some of the best swimmers in the world are going to be there. Florida's coming up, and so we're really honored to be a part of it. And we're going to go out back there and just swim our hearts out, just like we always do, right? We're a pretty business team. We take care of business, and then we certainly have fun afterwards. But during the meet and at the time, we just take care of business. And so we try to maintain a low key no matter who we're swimming against. Well, we're going to be swimming against Florida, Ohio State, some powerhouses, but we've also swum against Cal, Stanford, and Arizona. So these guys are used to this, they're conditioned for it, and we train them well to be prepared for this type of meet.
Yeah, talk a little bit about that. Is there a little bit of a rivalry or chance to represent the Pac-12 conference out there against some SEC team and Big Ten teams and other schools like that, SEC teams?
Yeah, absolutely. Well, it's my belief that the Pac-12 conference is the best conference, but SEC has they believe it too. So we get to go against them. Now, Florida is one of the best in the country, but and then there's the Big Ten, of course. And, I like what's happened in the last few years where we try to have a Pac-12 Big Ten rivalry. And so if you see my schedule, we've moved in that direction. And so I grew up in the Midwest, so the Big Ten is a great conference. I love it. I sent my boy there. My boy chose to go there. So my sister, brother. So I know a lot about the Big Ten, and it's great. We're going to have a blast swimming there.
Talk about a couple of the challenges that present to your team when you going across the country and make a little bit longer meet, a 3-day meet now, so you go out a day earlier just to get adjusted. Talk about some of the challenges your club will face this weekend.
Well, it is a challenge to travel. It's a challenge to change time zones, and it's a challenge to get up and swim against the best kids in the world. And so, but that's how we train, and that's how we approach it. And so when we go into this meet, we're going to approach our athletes and tell them that they're athletes. It doesn't make a difference what time you swim. It doesn't make a difference what time locally you swim. I swam my whole career all over the world, and I had to get up and swim against people when it was midnight my time and beat them. And as an athlete, it seems hard, and the guys that make a big deal about it, maybe I don't know why. It just seems hard, but it's an athletic challenge that is easily overcome.
Is there some excitement now? Now those are some of the challenges, but talk about some of the excitement. Your team swimming very well so far this year. What some of the excitement, and who are you looking forward to seeing out there?
Well, we're excited, right? We try not to be, I'm the only one that's boastful on this team. I'm the only one that gets out and says everything. These guys are so conservative and so low key, and that's what I really like about coaching this team. They let me be the loud one. These guys are just quiet, and they get up there and they deliver in the pool, and I think that's going to be important for us to show. Over this last couple of months and this beginning of this season, people have started to hear about Washington State on the East Coast, and so they're kind of curious. They're just as curious about us as we are about them, and my team's up for it. We'll show them some Pac-12 swimming.